the ancient Greek city of Epidamnus, or Epidamnos. Later the Roman Dyrrachium was founded in 627 BC in Illyria by a group of colonists from Corinth and Corcyra. Aristotle's Politics several times draws for examples on the internal government of Epidamnos, which was run as a tight oligarchy that appointed a ruling magistrate. Tradesmen and craftsmen were excluded from power, until internal strife produced a more democratic government. The exiled oligarchs appealed to Corcyra while the democrats enlisted the help of Corinth, initiating a struggle between the two mother cities described by Thucydides as a cause of the Peloponnesian War.Individual trading with the local Illyrians was forbidden at Epidamnos. All traffic was through the authorized city agent poletes. In the 4th century BC the city-state was part of the kingdoms of Cassander and Pyrrhus. The general vicinity of Epidamnus was called Epidamnia, Dyrrachium. In 229 BC, when the Romans seized the city, the Damnost part of the name was inauspicious to Latin ears, and its name, as it was refounded, became Dyrrachium. Pausanias says the modern Roman city is not the ancient one, being at a short distance from it. The modern city is called Dyrrachium from its founder. The name Dyrrhachium is found on coins of the 5th century BC. In the Roman period, Dyrrachium was more common. However, the city maintained a semi-autonomy and was turned into a Roman colony. Dyrrachium was the landing place for Roman passengers crossing the Ionian Sea from Brundisium, which made it a fairly busy way station. Here commenced the Via Egnatia, the Roman military road to Thessalonica that connected Roman Illyria with Macedonia and Thrace. The city itself was part of Macedonia, more specifically Epirus Nova. In 48 BC Pompey was based at Dyrrachium and beat off an attack by Julius Caesar. In AD 345 the city was leveled by an earthquake and rebuilt on its old foundations. In the 4th century AD, Dyrrachium was made the capital of the Roman province of Epirus Nova. Thus its archbishopric became the metropolitan of all dioceses in the province. The name Epidamnos was still used by the Byzantines, as for example in the 13th century Synopsis Chronica, referring to contemporary events. Roman remains. The modern city of Durrës is built directly over the ancient site, so it is primarily on the basis of inscriptions and serendipitous finds that some idea of its monuments has been formed. Inscriptions offer evidence on the following Roman monuments: an aqueduct constructed by Hadrian and restored by Alexander Severus bears a dedicatory inscription at Arapash, a short distance from Durazzo. The Roman Temple of Minerva, the Temple of Diana, which is perhaps the one mentioned by Appian, the equestrian statue of L. Titnus Sulpicianus, the library. The last inscription mentions that for the dedication of the library 24 gladiators fought in pairs. The conjecture that there was an amphitheatre in the city is confirmed by a passage from the 15th century Vita di Scanderbeg by Marin Balti, Amphitheatrum Mira art ingenio constructum. As a result of occasional discoveries, the following data are available: a 3rd century mosaic pavement with a female head surrounded by garlands of vegetables and flowers, which brings to mind those painted on Appian vases; remains of houses covered by other layers, the lowest of which, of the Greek era, was found at a depth of 5 meters; columns with Corinthian capitals and sections of finished marble revêtement, discovered on the nearby hillside at Stani, belong probably to the Temple of Minerva or to the Capitolium. In the necropolis east of the hills that stand above the city have been found a stele of Lepidia Salvia, a sarcophagus with a scene of the Caledonian boar hunt, and numerous Roman tombs. Classical sources not mentioned in the text. Strabo 5.283, 6.316, 323,327, Ptolemy 3.12, Dio Cassius 41.49, Pomponius Mela 2.56, Pliny Natural History 3.145, 4.36, 6.217, 14.30, 19.144, 32.18. Kill refers to the series of published inscriptions, corpus inscriptionum Latinarum,